Welcome to the morning after. We have a great show for you this morning. Apple is taking on the FBI, and Shia LaBeouf is at it again. Stick with us. Good morning and welcome to TMA. I'm one of your hosts, Kelly Novak.
And my name's Cam Kingdon.
And this is my first time hosting TMA. I'm excited. So let's get into it.
Let's do it.
So Apple and the FBI are having a little fight right now.
Yeah, they are.
So the FBI really wants Apple to break into, one of the San Bernardino shooters, his phone, because only he had the passcode and he lost his life. So they're trying to figure it out. And the FBI really wants Apple to make this software that they could download onto his phone to get the data that's missing, because he had started backing things up on his iCloud, the shooter, and the 6 weeks before the shooting he stopped backing things up on his iCloud. So they're thinking maybe there could be some evidence or data regarding the shooting, that maybe they're missing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And they found out that he was in contact with some of the victims, so they want to know if maybe his phone has any hidden keys. But obviously this brings up a whole privacy issue for everyone else.
Yeah, of course.
So what do you think about that? Do you think Apple should comply really with the FBI?
I think they kind of have to. I didn't think there was an option. I didn't think there was a choice before I heard about this story.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, because the phone wasn't the shooter's, it was his employer. And the employer was like, absolutely, search warrant, FBI, you can totally go in there. But they don't know how. So it's just, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's crazy. I don't know. I mean, you can't really deny the FBI. If you have a court order and a search warrant, you can't really deny it. But at the same time, that brings up privacy for a lot of people, issues. In 2014, it was found out that, Apple was involved in that NSA, the data collection. And so people weren't too thrilled that Apple was spying on their stuff. So the FBI kind of thinks that Apple's just taking control of their business model. They only care about that, and they don't care about protecting the nation, really.
What would it mean if they didn't win the case, the FBI?
If they didn't?
No, if they did win the case.
So if they did win the case, I mean, Apple would have to make the software and then have to download it onto his phone probably. But Apple's just really worried about it because if anyone can get a hold of this software,
yeah, of course,
anyone can get into anyone's phone, and it's setting a precedent of maybe people will start using it all the time now. But it's different because it's terrorism. I read an article where it was people aren't as concerned with the government spying on them as they're more concerned with getting terrorists, So they're kind of people are this should be a thing. You should be allowed to do that. But I don't know. I would just comply. It's the FBI. It's the federal government, all right? They're telling you to do something, you do it. And would you do that? You would be if I was Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, wouldn't you be yes?
I would have to.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with you on that one. So let's toss it over to Erica for some entertainment reports.
Thanks, guys. Erica Bloomberg here with your latest entertainment news. This past week, author Harper Lee passed away. Lee's family says that she appeared to be in good health at the age of 89 and that her passing was unexpected. This author was made famous by her book, To Kill a Mockingbird, which is both a story of justice and race set in Alabama in the 30s. City Hall of Monroeville, Alabama, where Lee resided, announced that she passed in the early hours of Friday morning while she was still asleep. This beloved author will be missed. Actor Peter Mayhew has tweeted images of his Star Wars script from 1976. Mayhew has played the character Chewbacca in 5 Star Wars movies, including the latest, The Force Awakens. The images of the old script revealed some differences in the characters before the script was rewritten. These differences include Luke being an older general and having the last name of Starkiller instead of Skywalker. Another difference between this early script and the finished movie is that Han Solo was originally meant to be a lizard-like human. Last Tuesday, it was announced that James Corden is to host the upcoming 70th Annual Tony Awards. Corden is currently the host of The Late Late Show and won a Tony Award back in 2012 for his performance in One Man, Two Governors. This year's Tony Awards will be held in New York's Beacon Theater on June 12th. On February 18th, Christie's Auction House in London held a private auction in which 10 items from the latest James Bond movie, Spectre, were sold. Among these items were the Tom Ford suit, the Omega Seamaster 300 wristwatch, and keys to the Aston Martin DB10. This is the first time a DB10 has ever been sold publicly and went for $3.5 million. Speaking of this rare car, a total of 10 DB10s were made for the film Spectre. 2 were used for display at the premiere, while the other 8 actually appeared in the film. However, these 8 cars were either destroyed or modified during filming, leaving just the 2 display cars left. Well, that's all I have for you today. Back to you guys in the piazza.
All right, so these next 2 stories really make me laugh. So Shia LaBeouf was invited, I guess, to have a talk at the Oxford Union, which apparently is the world's most prestigious debating society since 1823.
Why Shia LaBeouf, though?
I know. I don't think he's anything super special. He's just an actor that's been causing some real weird problems lately.
Very strange.
He's been doing some weird stunts, and this isn't, this is included. So 12 hours before this talk, he was in an elevator, riding in an elevator.
It was a stationary elevator. He just stood in it for 24 hours.
Oh, I didn't know it was stationary.
Yeah, it stayed on one floor the entire time.
Oh, so, okay, that's kind of weird,
It was part of his performance art piece called #Elevate.
He's had like multiple performance art pieces. I'm like done with that. I'm over it. Yeah, so 12 hours before this talk, he was in that elevator. Apparently he said people ordered him pizza, he liked talking about, like a lot of people were talking about the Oxford history and everyone at the talk thought that was hilarious. I don't know, I watched the first 5 minutes. And then after this talk, he was spending more hours in the elevator, like 12 more hours. And it was all live streamed on YouTube. Did you happen to catch any of it?
No.
I know.
I would not watch that.
I watched the first 5 minutes, and they're like, so Shia, how was it? And he's like really quiet, and he's like, yeah, Oxford. And everyone's just laughing. I don't think he's anything too great. And considering this is like a prestigious thing, what does he have to debate about? It was literally 3 people that I didn't know. What was him and 2 other people, I think they were like Danish or Swedish, and I'm like, who are these people? But one comment he made about Holes was funny. He was like, I don't like this movie. And everyone's like, really? Come on, Holes was a great movie.
All Disney stars are kind of messed up. Did you hear about Vanessa Hudgens?
Okay, I died. So I follow Vanessa Hudgens on Instagram, and she was celebrating her year anniversary with Austin Butler, another actor. And they went to the Sedona Red Rocks, which is, national park, really pretty. And she carved in the rock, like Austin plus Vanessa and a heart, right? Like super cute. I liked it on Instagram. And then I realized it's illegal to do that.
It's super illegal.
So she's under federal investigation now, her and Austin Butler. I think that's so funny.
Did you hear what they're being charged with?
No. I think, what is it?
A $5,000 fine plus 6 months in prison.
That would be so funny. It's like, oh, why were you in jail? Oh, I carved on a rock.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. I feel like I read an article where this is an issue. People deface natural park property all the time. What do you think like this park could have done to be like, could they done any more?
I feel like they've done pretty much all they can besides the heavy fines and the signs all around the park.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm not sure what else they could do.
I know. Apparently there are signs, and they've had issues like with this before. I mean, I feel like Vanessa Hudgens really didn't know, because otherwise she would not have posted her federal crime evidence on Instagram. Because there's just like really a lot of culture apparently in this place. Like there were pictographs and things dating back from 1100 BC, So I understand why they want us to leave it alone. It's also really pretty. And it was funny because I thought it was really cute. I liked it too. I was like, oh, they're spending a nice day at Sedona, and
It is very cute.
She could possibly go to jail. I think it's so funny.
That would be so funny if she's in jail.
I hope not. I love her. So let's toss it over to Kelly, who has some special thank you notes for Quinnipiac.
Hi, this is Kelly Ledwith, and recently Quinnipiac has experienced a few problems from rain and snow, including power outages and canceled classes. I just wanted to thank the school properly for another exciting week here in Hamden. First off, thank you Quinnipiac for the inch of ice on the sidewalks this past week. Not only do we have an ice rink up at TD Bank, but now we have one here on main campus. Thank you Quinnipiac for all the bursting pipes and flooding. My favorite memory from last winter was when a pipe burst in my dorm and the school decided not to pay thousands of dollars in damages. To the 30 kids who were displaced, trust me, it doesn't get better. And speaking of things that aren't getting better, thank you New Hamden for the potholes on New Road. Thank you Quinnipiac for the power outage. That was unexpected, but also fun. Thank you for such an Instagrammable library. Thank you Chartwells for the scalding hot water for tea and coffee. And thank you for charging me an extra 25 cents for a third cup last week. Thank you, Quinnipiac, for the men's hockey team being #1. Your record this season is almost as good as our football teams. And thank you, SPB, for bringing FettyWap. That I'm actually truly thankful for. Thank you, Java John, for complimenting my eyes every morning. Thank you, Toninos, for your buffalo chicken pizza. And thank you for never having parking in North Lot. Thank you, Quinnipiac, for costing more than a liver on the black market, but less than a kidney. I still love Quinnipiac, though, no matter what. Back to the hosts.
Coming up after the break, a new grumpy cat is taking over the internet. Stay with us.
I could really go for a Ray and Mike sub right now.
Come to Ray and Mike's and try our Philly chicken and cheese for just over $4. Giant cheesesteak subs and mouth-watering boar's head sandwiches for as low as $4.75. QCash accepted just a mile down the road on Whitney, here at Ray and Mike's. Good evening and welcome to Sports Pause.
In the end, that we're here to win a championship this year.
Jess Fontaine now has that. She's going to take a ripper off the post, but she's going to come back.
And my #1, hold your applause, Bobcats fans, is Quinnipiac.
All right, Victoria, you know what time it is. It's top 5 plays of the week.
My favorite time. All right, welcome back to TMA. I am super excited about this next topic. I hope you are too. It's about cats, which are my favorite animal. So, you know, Grumpy Cat has taken over the internet for the last few years. It seems to never be going away. But now there's apparently a new Grumpy Cat.
Oh, I've heard about
It's
this.
like an angry cat. It's cuter than Grumpy Cat. It just has a furrowed brow and just looks angry, but it's adorable. So its name is, what is its name?
Koyuki?
Yeah, Koyuki.
I believe.
It's from Japan. It's a little cat in Japan, a little Scottish fold, which is a very adorable breed of cat. Taylor Swift, all her cats are Scottish folds. So apparently the name means light snow in Japanese. So that's
Very
adorable.
ironic for how the cat looks. Have you seen pictures of this cat?
Yeah.
This is very angry.
I know.
It's the angriest animal I've ever seen.
But it's so cute, you know? And I always wonder why cats or just dogs or any animals in general, like, why do they go viral?
I think it's easier to laugh at animals and more morally right, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because
than
you can't laugh at
laughing
like an
people.
angry person. You
Yeah.
see like someone's misfortune, and you're like, huh? Like, you know, you can't.
You can't do that. It's just frowned upon.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. We always see like animals as like extensions of ourselves or like our family members. So I guess when we see like animals being dumb, we think it's like hilarious. I have no idea. So, I mean, apparently this cat has like an Instagram and a ton of followers and yeah. But what I always thought about Grumpy Cat was actually it has like the feline equivalent of like Down syndrome. Like,
Does it really?
Grumpy Cat has a disease that makes its face like that. So whenever
Oh.
people laugh at it, I always feel super bad. And there was a video that was made, I think a few months ago I saw it. It was supposed to be
Okay.
like a video from Grumpy Cat's perspective. And it's like, why are you all laughing at me? Like, my face just looks this way. I'm not
That's
always
terrible.
angry. I'm like, wow, I feel terrible for laughing at Grumpy Cat now. But I think
Is it okay to laugh at this cat?
Koyuki, I had to look at my paper because it's such a weird name. I think it's okay because it's
Okay.
so cute. I don't know. And I follow like 4 different cats on like cat accounts on Instagram. I follow this breeder of ragdoll cats in Sweden. I don't know why, but it's so adorable. I'm obsessed. Do you follow any?
I follow Marnie the dog.
Oh yeah, you follow dogs, right?
The dog who had a stroke and now its tongue can't go back in its mouth. It's terrible, but
Why do we laugh at these things? We would not laugh at a human who had a stroke. Like, first of all, we
No.
wouldn't take pictures of them either, but it's pretty unfortunate.
it's terrible, but it's still funny.
When I get older, I want to have one cat who will be my best friend forever. Because I have two cats at home, and one of them follows my mom around, the other one follows my brother around. So I just want my own. Preferably one from Sweden, who's a ragdoll cat. You know what I mean? Hopefully your dog, though, in the future doesn't have a stroke. But you could be Instagram famous if that happens.
I hope so.
Do you want to be Instagram famous with your
With my,
pet?
I would. That caught me off guard. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I would post pictures of my cat if it always looked angry.
I don't know. You might become a meme. You know, I post pictures of my cats, and I'm still not a meme. Like, what's that about?
Memes are so weird. Have you seen the new Damn Daniel one?
It's just a bunch of Snapchat stories,
Yeah.
right? Someone's like, "Damn, Daniel!" Like, you're just walking around in these white bands on. Like, I don't really understand it.
The internet's a strange place.
I know. What catches on always confuses me. So we're gonna toss it to Mike now, who did his own little DIY of a special way to relax. Let's toss it to Mike.
Thanks guys, Mike here. And while we've had some warm weather recently, don't expect that to continue. So I'm gonna show you guys how to make a very simple DIY warming pad using nothing but socks, rice, and a microwave. Let's get started. So the first thing you need is 2 long cotton socks. And what you're going to do is you're going to take a whole bunch of rice and fill it up. Now these socks they can be used if you have like aches and pains, like as a warm compress to relieve soreness or anything like that, or if you just need something warm and you want to put it up against your neck or something like that, these are perfect for that. So once you have the first sock filled up, you're going to go ahead and put it in, not first, into a second sock, just to add a little bit more softness and insulation. Good. All the way in there, and go ahead and tie the other end. All right, once you have that tied up, you can go ahead and make sure everything's moving around, spread it out, and then go ahead and put it in the microwave for about 1 to 2 minutes. Let's go 145. All right, once it's done in the microwave, ooh, that feels hot already. Let's see how hot this thing actually gets. Oh yes, look at that. 120 degrees. And this is perfect to be used as a warm compress, to put it around your neck to relieve sore neck tension or anything like that. That's all I got for you guys this week. Back to you guys in the piazza.
All right, so this one school called Lake Superior State University, which is apparently in Michigan, it sounds like it's in Canada or the UK, which we'll hear in a minute. They apparently put out this list of words every year that should be banned. So the official name of it is the Annual List of Words Banished from the Queen's English for Misuse, Overuse, and General Uselessness.
It's very random.
So yeah, that's why you said earlier, you're like, yeah, it sounds like Canada. And I'm like, it sounds like Britain. But it's only in Michigan. It's like a weird little private school in Michigan. So some of the words that they chose are very odd. So let's go through a few of them.
Okay. I wrote down a few of them. We have the word so.
Yeah, specifically, they don't like how you use it when you answer a question and you say, so, no. They think it's pointless.
So it's like the word like.
Yeah, I mean, I hate that word. Half the time I never know when I'm saying it, but it's very distracting. And yeah, I mean, answer the question. You don't have to say so in front of it.
Exactly.
So I kind of agree with them on that one.
So another one we have is conversation.
Yeah, because their problem with that one was that, you know, instead of using discussion or chat or discourse or lecture, they want to use conversation to make it sound more informal, like everyone's included. It's like, not everything can be a conversation. If you're going to a lecture, you're going to a lecture. You're not going to have a conversation with the lecturer. Exactly. Just, you know, don't try and make it sound all inclusive all the time. Like, that's not always the case. So it was conversation. then stakeholder apparently.
Stakeholder.
I've always thought it was a business word, but apparently it's not. It's just if, like, say we're having an argument and you're a stakeholder in this argument.
Okay.
But apparently now people in the business world use it to just anybody involved in like any situation. So I think one comment was funny online. It was like Van Helsing should be the only stakeholder. Like that shouldn't be a word. And I agree. I can't say unless I'm going to manage some stocks that.
I don't think I've ever used.
I've never used it personally. No.
What's a really funny one that they?
Secret sauce. is
Secret
another one.
sauce.
Okay, so I personally think of like Rachel Ray and the Food Network when I hear secret sauce, but apparently everyone in the business world is ruining words for all of us. They use it as their like formula for something. Like so they're like, how did you do that? Oh, it's my secret sauce. It's like no.
So it's business slang.
It's more business slang. Like why are they taking all our words and being weird about them? Break the internet. They obviously hate this phrase. I mean, I only first heard it when Kim Kardashian did her little magazine cover.
I remember that.
So, I don't know. I agree with that one. I personally think Bay and Fleek should go away.
I agree with you on that one.
I'm done with those. So, coming back after the break, we have a special coffee tasting segment. Stay with us.
This week's trending topic is #that. We are your source for Quinnipiac entertainment news.
The freshmen this year have stepped in and really just eliminated that problem, doing the right plays at the right time.
I mean, it certainly seems like an uphill battle for this team, but Trisha Fabi is one of the best coaches at this university.
Bobcats hosting Arizona State. We'll start with this power play.
But she's strong. Good Lord, I saw her lifting one time. She could squat 3 of me. Like,
oh, well, 7 of me then.
Welcome back. If you're not sure where to get coffee around campus, Mike and Sarah checked out some of the places.
Thanks, guys. I'm Mike, and this is Sarah, and we are going to try various types of coffee from the various locations on campus, and we're going to try and see which one is the best. We're going to start out here with the coffee from the CAF. This is the level 5 organic coffee. Ready?
Yeah.
Bottoms up.
Cheers.
Cheers.
There's like no flavor to that.
Yeah, it tastes like...
It's really dark. Like, well, obviously it's dark, but...
It's dark, but it's almost like water. It's like...
It's literally like
I don't
hot
know.
water.
It's not even that hot.
I know, even with the
I don't know.
Even with the cream in it, doesn't taste like anything. So
No.
I'm gonna go 2 out of 5.
2 out of 5, you're
Out of
saying?
5, yeah.
I'm gonna have to go a little bit lower. We're gonna have to go 1.5 out of 5.
Okay.
Only because it probably maybe still has caffeine, but I don't know. All right, next is the wrap. This is the Pike Place roast out of the Starbucks containers that are located in the wrap. Ready?
All right,
Here you go.
there you go. Oh, that's much better.
Oh yeah,
That's a lot better.
It
It's not-
actually tastes like a coffee.
Yeah, it tastes like a real coffee. So
Yeah.
I could enjoy that.
It's not as dark, but it has a hell of a lot more flavor.
Yeah.
Lots more flavor.
I'm gonna have to say 4 out of 5 for this.
4 out of 5?
Just because I like flavored coffee better. That's just me.
Yeah. Okay. Next is York Hill. What did you get at a York Hill?
All right, so at York Hill, I got a vanilla flavored coffee with skim milk and 1 sugar.
Skim milk and 1 sugar?
Yep, here we go.
All right. There you go.
Oh, see, I really like that, but that's because I like flavor.
Yeah. It's interesting. Is this the Seattle's best coffee?
Yes.
It's interesting how it's so much better than the calf down here.
I know, it's really weird. The flavor's really good.
I would like to, investigate that.
Yeah, I think we should. I think we should.
Next, and last but not least, this is the cappuccino out of the cappuccino machine that's located in the calf here on Mount Carmel. Ready?
Yep. Last one. See, that's really good.
Yeah.
And I've always known it's really good because that's what I normally get when I go to the calf. It is hit or miss though, because sometimes it does come out kind of watery,
Yes.
but that just depends on how they check the machine.
Yeah, you just have to, if you see that it's coming out watery, just like don't get it then because it just tastes like water after that. But anyway, that is all the time that we have today. We're going to review some more coffees from some more locations in and around campus next time. Back to you guys in the piazza.
Welcome back. We are joined this morning by David Quin from the QHTON organization. David, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
No problem. It's great to be here.
Awesome.
Okay, so first of all, what is Qthon?
QTHON is Quinnipiac's dance marathon. It's a 6-hour dance marathon, and all the proceeds that we fundraise go to the Connecticut Children's Medical Center in Hartford.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what is your role in QHTON?
I'm the co-sponsorship chair, so along with my other chair, Seamus, we go out to off-campus organizations and companies, as well as on-campus organizations, try to get them to sponsor QTHON and really help raise awareness for Connecticut Children's as well.
So what kind of organizations do you approach either on or off campus?
So on campus, at the beginning of the year, we send an email to all organizations. We try to see if any organization wants to sponsor with us, from Greek Life to big events sponsoring, SGA is helping us out too. So there's a lot of different organizations that have come on board on campus. Then off campus, all the local shops that everyone goes to. We have Druggies, Tonino's, Rain Mike's, Corner Deli. So we're all over the place with on and off campus companies and organizations.
That's good, the whole community getting involved.
Yeah, of course. So it's a dance marathon?
Mm-hmm. So it's a 6-hour dance marathon, and for 6 hours we have a DJ going, playing music the whole time. We try to get people to dance for all 6 hours, and it's not easy. I mean, I have a tough time doing it, but it's a lot of fun. Children from Connecticut Children's come and give talks about their experience there and what it's like for them. Some of them still go there on a regular basis too to get checkups and treatments. So you really get a perspective of what the children are going through and how much the medical center really helps them through their daily lives.
That's awesome.
So why did you want to get involved with QHTON then?
I've been a part of QTHON as a dancer since freshman year, and I've had family members go to what is a greater network called Children's Medical Network. They have, that includes Boston Children's, the medical center in Philadelphia, Connecticut.
Oh, CHOP.
Yeah. So I've had a personal connection with Connecticut Children's Medical Center and the CMN as well. So for me, it was just something that I've always wanted to give back to.
That's great. Now you're a senior, so you're coming to an end with QHTON then.
Yep.
Are you excited for the last one?
Yeah, it's going to be great. We actually have a really great opportunity this year. If we hit our goal of 75,000, we get an examination room in the cardiovascular center.
Oh, that's
so
great.
it's going to be QTHON's examination room. So we're really pushing for 75,000 this year.
So you said that you've been a dancer for all 4 years?
Well, my last year I wasn't able to be a dancer because I was abroad, but my freshman and sophomore year I was, and then this year I came back and got on e-board.
That's awesome.
Perfect. Great.
Right.
That's all we have for you this week.
Thank you for joining us. Check us out on Q30.com and our YouTube page and social media pages.
So I'm Kelly Novak.
I'm Cam Kingdon.
We'll see you next week.